All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to my power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, and honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, being great examples to us, young brothers. Peace and blessings to all for elect. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. I'm the brother Kardar from the GMS branch of Chicago. Welcome back to another video. This is going to be entitled Apple Brain Implant. All right, and this is, we close, man. You know, we're here. You know, this thing just haven't been made mandatory yet, but, you know, anybody denying this or saying this, anything else, man, the Lord clearly just not dealing with you, man. You know, because it's so clear. You know, it's super obvious, man. You know, so, let me see. Let's see. Let's see. It's from the Azad News Agency, the ANA. It says, Tehran ANA, Apple is embracing the world of brain-computer interfaces, unveiling a new technology that can one day revolutionize how humans interact with their devices. The company is taking early steps to enable people to control their phones with neural signals captured by a new generation of brain implants. It can make Apple devices more accessible to tens of thousands of people who can't use their hand because of severe spinal cord injury or disease such as amyotrophic lateral sclerosis or ALS, the Wall Street Journal reported. It says Apple is looking forward to a day still some years away when implants developed by Elon Musk's Neuralink and its rivals receive approval from the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, or who approve all type of abominable shit. You know, so you niggas eating poison already, and they say, oh, you can get this brain implant in you. You know, keep in mind, it's the same FDA that says when they introduce a product, they say it might cause heart failure, it might cause kidney and lung failure. They say this shit at 1,000 miles per hour, man. And you niggas run and take whatever the fuck this devil gives you. You know, that's how you. Hey, these people are fucking idiots, man. You know, these people are idiots. It reminds me, is it that Isaiah 34:6? Let me see. Isaiah 31:6. It's all good. I'll find it in a second. But let's continue to read Salak. It says such implants known as brain-computer interfaces have already been safely placed in a handful of patients. Because they've been doing that in Sweden. You know, that's, you know, some countries are trial countries, man. You know, but them niggas who took it, they through. Okay, so it says Apple has now has worked on new standard with Synchron, which make a stent-like device that is implanted in a vein atop the brain's motor cortex. The device called the Stentrode has electrodes that read brain signals, said the report. It translates the signals into selecting icons on the screen. You know, Esau, that's a part of Esau's trying to be like the Most High, man. All right, this is Revelation 13, and let's see. You can start at verse 12, but let me I'll start at verse 13. It says he doeth great wonders. Matter of fact, I'll start at 12. It says verse 12, Revelation 13 and 12, and he exercised with all power of the first beast before him, all right, because America is a replica of the Roman Empire. You know, when you look at the laws, or you look at the political system, the plebeians and the patricians, you got the Democrat and the Republicans. Okay, you got the Senate House, which that came from Japheth, but we understand America replicates the Roman Empire, man. Okay, so let's continue to read. It says, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Verse 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. All right, because prior to World War II, nobody ever seen nuclear missiles, you know, fired upon a country, man. That was like never before seen activity, you know. And after that, America was the big dog on the block. Okay, but we understand now, all right, because the scripture talks about matter of fact, Isaiah 54 and 16. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. And that's the ICBM nuclear missiles, man. All right, those nuclear warheads. Okay, so the Lord put the spirit on them when you watch the movie Oppenheimer. All right, he put the spirit on them. All right, and to give them that inspiration to create those nuclear weapons. Okay, hey, this says in deep sleep the Most High sealeth instruction. Okay, that's how you know there's no free will. All right, but these other countries are developing, and they already have nuclear weapons. All right, and that's why the scriptures say, "Let the weak say I'm strong." Okay, starting with Russia. All right, Russia is leading the pack. Okay. All right, Russia is leading the pack, and now they're going against America. Okay, where is it right here? Revelation, real quick. Revelation 13:2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. All right, that represents Alexander. All right, that was the start of the Edomite Empire. All right, the start of their rulership. Okay. It says, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, in his mouth, whereas the feet of a bear, and that represents Russia. All right, the end, all right, of they'll be on the forefront. All right, if you read Ezekiel, all right, they'll be in the forefront of taking down America, man. Okay. Let's continue to read. It says, verse 14, and see of them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which hath the wound by a sword and did live. And we understand that's the technology of Esau Edom. All right, because we understand he's implementing his new world order where he wants everything to be digital. He wants to wipe the population from 8 to 7 billion. All right, because Esau doesn't truly know the number of all people on this planet, man. You know, because the scripture says you can't number a fourth of Israel. You know, and that's a problem for Esau in the first place, because he wants total control. He wants to eliminate them to 500 million, and that's fucking prideful, man. Who the fuck do you think you are? You know, to eliminate, create so many people that you only have 500 million, man. That's how you know these elites, they want to be like the Most High, you know. So let's continue to read. It says, I'll read it one more time. It says, deceive of them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, right? And that's those chips, you know, that he used to give people who were paralyzed. All right, now they regain senses in their hands or their feet. Those are the miracles, all right, that technology. All right, these people looking at this devil like, damn, he's such a genius. The Lord got to be with him. Okay, so let's continue to read verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, because this is something that's going to be that new world order. If you don't follow, if you don't take that MOTB, you either Esau's gonna try to put you on that chopping block, man. You know, he's going to excommunicate you from society. Okay, so let's continue to read, man. It's verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, so it doesn't matter your status in this society. All right, whether you're small or great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right, so whether you in this open world prison, like the Elder Malcolm say all the time, you could travel, but you're still in the prison, or you in a closed world prison, so where you in a 5B10 or whatever, you know. So whether you're a small status, you lower class, what are you? It says great, small and great, rich and poor. It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, let's go into that word for mark, because this is so obvious, man. And anyone teaching different, all right, the Lord is just not dealing with you, and you got blood on your hands. As a matter of fact, let's read it in the AMP. It says, also he compels all. It says compel, all right, because Esau's not going to force you. It's going to be a temptation, okay? Just like 2020. You couldn't go to certain establishments without that YAB, that JAB. Okay, it says the small and great and the rich and poor and free men and the slaves to be given. It's like it says to be given a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, signifying allegiance to the beast. Okay, your allegiance to Esau Edom's system. All right, to his kingdom. All right, let's go into that word from Mark. We're going to Charagma. Okay.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
All right, so it says of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the anti-Hamashiach. The mark branded upon horses. So you take that, you're basically you're signifying your allegiance to Esau Edom. All right, you're saying to hell with the Most High. Okay, because with this Esau Edom he'll have all authority and all power to track your every move. What are you eating? What are you doing? How much you weigh? What blood type you are, and he'll control everything, man. And if you just watch that, I don't want to spoil it, but just watch that new series. That's like not the new series, but the new season of Black Mirror. You know, it was the dude's wife passed away. You know, it's like it's all good. I'll spoil it. But the dude's wife passed away, and if you haven't seen it, just go watch it, man. You know, you could click off the video, watch the episode, because it's one episode, and come back to the video, man. But the guy's wife passed away, and they offered a brain C-hip, and they had to pay all these bills just to keep up with it. First it started from $300, then $600, then $900, and the dude he was doing all manner of things just to be able to pay it off, it got to the point where he was like, his wife was just like, just put me to death, man. And there's been plenty of movies. It was a movie where a woman got a brain chip. She'd be electrocuted by the chip if she don't obey its commands, to the point where she committed suicide. And if you say something off, this devil is going to turn your C-hip off. Okay, and now you won't be able to make a transaction. All right, that's a fucking slave, man. He's going to have all control. Verse 17, it says that no man might buy or sell save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So if you don't take this, you're going to be living off the grid. All right, what the scriptures say? The just shall live by faith. Hebrews, the 10th chapter. All right, the Lord is going to take care of us. All right, the Lord said, my servant shall eat. Okay, so we believe this 100%. Verse 18, here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay, that's 666. All right, Esau goes into that a lot, man. But let's go into that word for let's get that
Strong's G 5516. Chai, Ksai, Stigma. Chai, Ksai, Stigma.
High size stigma. Okay, so now let's go and let's get this let's get the book of Galatians 6 and verse 17. This is Galatians 6 and 17. For from henceforth let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahweh Shai. All right, now let's grab that. Let's get that word from Mark.
Strong's G 4742. Stigma. Stigma.
All right, that's stigma. Okay, so it says a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their masters or commander, branded or pricked, cut, all right, in parentheses, into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to. Okay, so if you take that, you're saying you belong to Esau Edom. All right, as I'm holding this Exodus 21. All right, that all. All right, because this is a digital all. Okay, it says to indicate what master or general they belong to, and there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with a token this way with the token of their gods. All right, so you're making Esau your god, basically, man. You know. All right, the mighty brother Tazawar here in GMS Chicago say it all the time. Hey, the Shema prayer. All right, it says Yahweh Achad, which means first, chiefly. All right, the Lord is a jealous power. Okay, but there's a punishment to taking that mark, man. All right, let's go to Revelation 16, and we'll go to 14. All right, to read out the judgment for those who bow down to the devil and his system. This is Exodus 21:1. Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. Okay, if thou buy an Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing. If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her masters, and he shall go out by himself. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free, then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or into the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. So you're signifying, all right, so that signifies his servitude for life to his master. All right, and this digital awl signifies your servitude for Esau Edom. And once you take that, there's no repenting from that, man. Straight up. Once you take the MOTB, there's no repenting. All right, it's Revelation 16:2. It says, And the first went and poured out his veil upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which had worshipped his image. Or that grievous sore. As soon as these devils turn up that at 5G, which they're working on the 6G. All right, we just read that Shai Stigma 666. This devil always works with sixes, man. 6 feet. Okay. And even these bogus standards that he set up for the women are what they say, 6 feet, 6 inches, 6 figures. And once Esau turned that up, man, that's 6G. Hey, you niggas niggas' bodies finna start fucking up, man. And also your body also fights off foreign objects. Okay, foreign pus to fight off foreign objects that's entered into your body. Okay. So let's read this for Revelations 14 and 8. I'll start at 8, that's cool. It says, And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Okay, and it's that wicked philosophy that Esau Edom has pushed around the world, man. And that's how you know he's in power. All right, because his philosophy, his ideologies have been pushed upon the whole world, and now they're following after. The scriptures say, as the judge is, so is as the ruler, so are the people, in the Sirach, the 10th chapter. All right, verse 9. Let me check if this is recording the audio. Okay. Sometimes these phones be tweaking, man. Verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, okay. So if you take it, it don't matter where you take it. If you take it, that's the whole point. Verse 10. The same shall drink. This nigga Nate talking about if you take it in your left butt cheek, man. Let's keep reading. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receives the mark of his name. So, hey, you're going to receive that nuclear missile fire. You're going to be in that lake of fire. There's no repenting if you take the C-hip. And we understand everything is leading up to it. That's why everything is becoming digital. Okay? Gradualism. But it'll be made mandatory very soon. And once it's made mandatory, World War III is right around the corner. Because that's already kicked off. It just hasn't hit in a major scale. All right? It just haven't went global yet. Like the apostles say, once World War III pop off, everything else it's like once the MOTB is made mandatory, everything's gonna move so much quicker. All right. So Lord, when this lesson was edifying, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem El Shai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone, Peace and blessings to the full lake. Go over there to be a part of that number. Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Wa Baba Ball.